back to my channel. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome. If you're new, welcome. You're officially a NanaBoo because you're gonna like this video and you're probably gonna subscribe and share and comment. Okay, so today I just wanted to share with you a few tips that I use to schedule my time effectively. Okay, I do not want to say that they're in order because you could find yourself repeating the same things, like going back to update a step or do or whatever. You're gonna find yourself moving in a cycle, with the steps. So I don't want to say that they are steps. I just want to say tips. All right, so these tips work for me. If you know me or you've met me before or we're friends or whatever, you would know that I'm a very organized person. I'm a very dedicated person, and I actually live by the quote: wake up with determination and go to bed with satisfaction. So honey, I'm here to show you how. Okay, I schedule my time and I make sure that I work hard and I achieve what I want to achieve within the time that I've set up for it. Okay, so let's not waste any time. I'm probably going to put tips down below. Okay, the points. I'm gonna just give you the points, like point 1 and all that. I'm gonna write it down so that you're not lost which tip I'm talking about, because I'm one of those girls that just like talking to themselves. So hopefully I won't get carried away. So I have the tips on my phone. I just wrote the 8 tips on my phone, and so I'm just gonna be you feel me? Wow. Okay, so how to schedule your time effectively. These work for me. Okay, I didn't get them from a book. I didn't get them from the website or whatever, whatever. Okay, this is what I do, and I hope that it'll work for you. Okay, so I'm not quoting anybody. It's not anybody's work. It's my words. That's just how I do it. Okay, so tip number 1, not step. Tip number 1: identify available time. So this is you need to be realistic. You need to be very, very realistic when identifying your time. You need to sit down and think, what time do I wake up? Okay, what time do I wake up? What time do I go to bed? This is the hours I have in a day. I have 6 hours. Now you have to identify that time, and you have to be very realistic about the time that that you're identifying, because some people can go overboard and just write 10 hours. You're not even sure, are you going to be awake 10 hours a day? Are you going to get up and be like, this 10 hours I have to be doing stuff? Are you sure you want to do that? So be very realistic when you're availing your time. Okay, that is step 1. Step 2 is you have to list all tasks. Okay, so you have to list all your tasks. So what I do is that I list my tasks in a weekly manner, but some days, for instance, I list tasks according to the week. Okay, Sunday, from Monday to Sunday, this is all that I have to do. But I noticed that when I usually am very much I usually like to do the day tasks. So I think maybe you guys should just settle for day. Okay, settle for day tasks, right? Just pick, okay, tomorrow is Monday, what do I need to do? And then you list all those things. But I feel you should just go into do the week first, and then after doing the week tasks, you start to then pick, okay, the big tasks, and then you subdivide them into the week. Let's say you schedule laundry for Wednesday, you schedule something for Monday, you schedule gymming for Thursday, and then you do subtasks okay, laundry, then I should iron this, then I should do, or something like that. You understand? So but that's what I do. I like to put my things on a little sticky note on the wall. I know sometimes it could get messy, but it really helps. And then you just write your tasks and put the check boxes. I like the sticky notes on the wall more than the notes on the phone. I don't know why. It's very, very weird, but I just prefer that. Okay, so step number 3, all right, is schedule essential tasks. So what you have to do is that after listing all those tasks, okay, now you're gonna kind of schedule them. Okay, this is gonna go on this date, this can go on this date, this one can go on this date, this one can go here. And when you do that, I like to do, let's say I'm scheduling laundry. I'm like, okay, laundry can only take me an hour to do laundry. I like to put, once I schedule it on a specific day, I like to then put the time that I'm gonna use, like time I'm allocating and things like that. All right, that is step number 3. Now step number 4 is schedule high priority tasks. This is a very, very important step, guys. This is important because if you you're unable to identify a high priority task, then you're probably going to fail at this entire thing that I'm trying to teach you. Because for it to work effectively, you need to identify what is important. What am I putting first? You understand? And with me, I make sure that the things that I know that are like the deadlines are close or whatever, or things or large tasks, I like to prioritize them. And then like the small ones, I just throw them in there and there, you know. So you make sure that you identify this, because it could just, you should probably allocate more tasks for the high priority tasks than these small subtasks. Okay, so that was step number 3. Now step number 4 is schedule. Oh, that was step number 4, sorry. Step number 5 is remember to consider your personal and career goals. So this is just something that I do. I always remember to consider personal and career goals within my daily schedules. I make sure that today what I'm gonna do, for my personal self, what do I want to do personally? What's gonna improve me personally? I'm like, you know what, I want to brand myself today. And what I do is like, okay, I want to brand myself this week. What am I focusing on? I'm like, you know what, today I'm allocating an hour to improving and cleaning out my LinkedIn profile, making sure that I branded myself personally, or doing something that's gonna help me personally. I don't know, I like to paint, so maybe I'll just let me experiment, let me do something new with paint, let me try something new. And it's a personal goal, it's something that I want to achieve, personally. And then for a career goal, I'm like, you know what, maybe if I'm doing schoolwork, let me just move an extra mile, let me do my schoolwork, let me do a task, let me do my assignment, let me take on an extra course, let me do an online course. You see, that is what I think about when I'm allocating tasks, or when I'm creating tasks, or when I'm scheduling and all that kind of stuff. And I feel like that will help you, especially if this works for anybody. If you're a student, you're working, whatever, it works for you. Because I'm a student, I worked before, I was on like an internship thing, so I kind of realized that there's a change in how you allocate your tasks, but the way that you do it, the routine, no, it's not routine. I think I should just use the way in which you do it, or how your thinking process, the thought process, all that kind of stuff, the process in which you come up with your tasks, you schedule them, it helps you, you see. And I just feel like this really worked for me, remembering that these are my goals and this is what I want to achieve. And personally, I categorize, career-wise, I categorize, and it works, it works wonders, honestly. Tip number 6, okay, 6. It's make time for rewards. Ooh, honey, I love rewards. Let me tell you, my rewards are like TV shows, KUWTK, Boiti. I actually currently been watching a reality show called Too Hot to Handle. Tell me what you guys think about this show, because I just feel like it's a very weird show, but I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it very much. So I've been currently watching that. So what I do with the rewards is that I need to allocate time for a reward. If I'm gonna watch KUWTK and I'm like, you know what, it's an hour, I'm gonna allocate an hour. And I call them rewards because, let me just tell you why I call them rewards. I call them rewards because I need to do that thing only after completing a task, or completing 2 tasks, 3 tasks, whatever I told myself I receive a reward after doing. Make sure you don't give yourself a reward after completing 1 task. No, you're not going to be productive. You need to do at least 2 tasks and then reward yourself. Okay, all right. And then now tip number 7. I don't know why I keep calling them steps. Tip number 7, okay? Make sure not to overload your to-do list, all right? Be realistic. Don't put too much on your to-do list. Don't overload yourself. You understand? And this tip goes well hand in hand with tip number 8, which says make time for rest, make time for family and friends, make time for chatting, make time for video calls, make time for that. I would maybe put those 1 minute, maybe in a maybe I'm doing a task and then I just put a minute video call or 5-minute video call with my sister or things like that. You understand? Yep. So I really hope that my tips help you, and if you want to know more, please comment down below. And if you have suggestions on how I could make my scheduling better, please comment down below. I'm really dedicated about the stuff. I get carried away and I'm talking about the stuff. I bet you can tell. So anyway, thank you very much for watching. Okay, do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Click on the notification bell if you haven't. New subscribers, so that you're notified every time I post a video. Otherwise, thank you so much, and I hope you learned something. I hope that you will use these tips to schedule your time effectively. It's gonna work for you. Trust me, it works very much for me, and I make sure that I do my things well in time. And yeah, till next time, NanaBoos. See you.